Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught by Tucker. A very solid gain of 27.
What a start here to the ball game. You get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 31. Caught on the right side by Adams. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Jacobs again. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Get up! Set, tempo, set, let's go!
He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You look at this Raiders defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Waddle, the motion man right. Room past the 35. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him, and I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
They'll look to throw again. Pass incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
18
Back to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm going to see this offense try to spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got him in, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Last time out they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merrick.
And this one will be brought back to the 22. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Touchdown Raiders. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 of the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. You look at this Raiders defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now back to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is?
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 50 yards.
A gain of 50 yards. First down, Dolphins.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
19 Tigers. 79 Broncos. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Second and 13. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. So on this drive, the rookie leads them into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7, our score. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Mustang 19. Let's go.
2nd and 1. Open man is Tucker. Yeah, he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The Raiders hit a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Well, you got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll set up a throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. Powering forward. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
2nd and 15. They still can't get it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Tucker. Las Vegas. Trey Tucker, 30 yards. And the Raiders are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Raiders pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Ready, break. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Running left, Achane. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him,
oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Warriors, 70. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready,
Back to throw now on first down. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. They're going to look to throw. He's got room at the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams from a yard out. And the Raiders are able to add on to that lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final...
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. It's a quarterback sneak, and he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. 19 light. At the 34-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jacobs on 1st, and he loses the football a 2nd time. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up across the 30-yard line.
Let's go now. 79 Broncos. 19 tight. 19 tight.
He'll look to throw. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now they'll change things up.
Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
2nd and 5. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
They'll look to throw. Another catch there for Waddle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Got it. Ready?
First down, Dolphins.
Ready.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Rig. Panther 11, tempo. Dragon 60. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He'll drop to throw. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
Back to 60. Buffalo 18.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter.